Wow, what is up guys? Welcome to another episode of Ride with Max 2.0. Today we are trying to revive the Gentleman's Ride 2.0 because the first one ini tahun macam tidak berapa shock. Tiada pre-gift, tiada sticker, tiada badge, tiada emblem apapun tak ada. So if you saw the shots that I show you just now yang sangat cantik punya motosikal, this is the owner, Mr. Andy. Hi.
What's up?
So Mr. Andy is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu master. So kalau you piss him off, he will kill you.
Stop it! No! Come on!
Dia akan kasih patah leher kau and your legs and everything else. But today he's very gracious because dia sangat berani. Dia kasih pinjam saya dia punya Classic 650. So harap-harap nothing happens to it and no. Saya tidak mati lah. Don't kill me.
It's great to have Max test the bike.
Okay. So let's go.
Okay, so are you ready, Mr. Andy? Very good. So we shall ride. Terus jadi Scooby-Doo nih. Okay, wow. First impression, ini motosikal berat. And second impression, tinggi oh. Saya punya kaki tiptoe. And wow, dia punya switch gear sangat premium. Alright, dia terus in first gear. And exhaust dia sudah tukar, we dengar dulu. Okay, very good. Now let's go. Okay, so I've been given specific permission sudah. Dia bilang pulas je. Okay. So, Bini Classic punya motor begitu tinggi. Saya rasa we take it slow lah dulu. Okay. So, immediate reaction is that wow, dia punya sitting position is so comfortable compared to saya punya motosikal loh. And then Mr. Andy cakap that, oh no, ada basah-basah. Ini motosikal chrome ni, takut basah-basah ni. Okay, so ini motosikal, first of all, dia punya power is the same as my bike lah. Dia dah cakap lah, same engine dah. Tapi saya rasa dia pakai gearing dari Super Meteor 650. So dia lagi cruiser, lagi santai like lah. And then the sitting position is so comfortable loh. Okay. Somehow saya bukan lean forward because dia punya bar tarik di belakang kan. Wow. And then dengan new throttle cables yang you know on the bike yang dia punya mileage baru 228. So dia punya throttle is very responsive walaupun dia pakai cable, bukan ride by wire. For motosikal begitu klasik in rupa memang biasalah itu. Okay. So I'm going to tell you my plans on what we're going to do today. We are going to go to Mushroom Cafe, do like a food review dulu. Baru kita tengok macam mana. And we'll do a faster ride to Gunung Alap. Okay, to see what this bike is capable of. Dia punya limits di mana. And then something I noticed that dia ada eco punya mode. Kalau kau cruise slow kan dia akan kasih tahu kau, kau sangat jimat minyak lah, good boy. And then kalau kau jalan laju sudah sikit, dia akan keluar satu arrow di dia punya gear indicator, kasih tahu kau it's time to upshift. Well, there's something that saya punya bike there dah. So it's a little bit more advanced saya rasa. But all in all, masa kau duduk ni motosikal kau rasa macam royalty, kau rasa macam raja, macam sultan ni. Because of dia punya chromeness, dia punya goldness, and dia punya metallic color. Okay, without further ado, saya rasa ini engine cukup warm up sudah. Let's overtake some cars and get to somewhere that is more open. Right, we finally have some open road. Now we can see what the Classic 650 is really about. So currently cruising at 6 gear ni motosikal memang whiny, tapi itu karakteristik dia. Kalau kamu tahu Royal Enfield punya 650 kan, memang dia punya tappet sound dalam dia punya internal chain memang sangat whiny punya. Okay. Tapi what it gives is such a smooth experience. And I'm pretty sure, macam saya cakap tadi kan, dia pakai Super Meteor punya gear sudah. Because even the gearbox is now very very tactile. Every gear kau boleh dengar, boleh feel sudah. Okay. So wow, what an experience. Okay. So kamu tahu Classic 350 of Royal Enfield? Okay, so basically what happens is the Royal Enfield dia ambil satu engine yang lagi besar, dia kasih tutup dengan frame yang klasik, and it becomes a Classic 650. Ini motosikal punya keberatan very very extreme, around 250 I think. Tapi because dia pakai gearing yang cruiser punya, it becomes a motosikal yang have so much how to say, torque. Kau santai, sangat-sangat chill bro. This is the smoothest Royal Enfield I've ever ridden. And saya pernah bawa Super Meteor 650 sudah. So wow. And Mr. Andy sudah tukar dia punya exhaust pergi AEW by made in India. So what happens is dia punya suara, we drop a gear and we tarik. Woo! You hear that? My God! Cantik loh dia punya bass, dia punya grumble. But I do feel some vibration on my butt lah. Okay? So yeah. Dia memang cakap ini motosikal ada vibration sikit, but saya punya motosikal sudah vibrate 4 tahun, so saya rasa I'm quite numb to it lah. Whee! Corner, okay, corner. Ay, boleh lean ba? Okay, take outside, go inside. Oh, bumpy. Take outside, go inside. Hell yeah, 4th gear ba tu? 3rd gear corner. Tiada scraping, bukan macam saya punya Moto Morini. Very good, very good. Now, what are the complaints about this motosikal? Mana boleh saja dia everything so perfect kan? Well, macam the owner himself, Mr. Andy kan, dia paling takut bawa ni motosikal masa dia hujan. Because why? Because ni motosikal ni is everything is chrome. The whole bike is chrome. Kalau dia panas-panas, dia kena air sikit saja, kau akan ada watermark sudah. Okay, Mr. Andy is catching up to me in my Interceptor 650. But yeah, ini motor punya phobia is air. Because yeah, berapa kali saja kau mau polish kau punya motosikal sebulan kan? Okay, dia punya absorber memang keras out of the factory. So I think that is one of the earliest thing I will change lah kalau saya beli ni motosikal. Because dengan saya punya Enfield yang lama pun saya sudah tukar tu. So like all motorcycles yang modern, dia ada slipper clutch. So kau boleh hantam dia punya clutch, hantam dia punya gear, kasih turun-turun masuk corner, no worries. So di YouTube ada satu orang nama dia Rumbly Rides kan. Dia bawa ni motosikal macam sport bike, gila-gila. But once you understand that this motorcycle is 240-50 kilo, then you understand that bukan senang bawa tu bike macam dia lah. Secondly, dia punya keberatan bukan sangat accessible for a lot of people lah. Macam saya 175 pun tadi saya duduk di motosikal first saya tiptoe. So just to let you guys know, dia bukan the most beginner friendly motosikal lah dengan dia punya height begitu tinggi lah. Okay, so kalau tinggi sama berat apa, itu saja dia punya equation tu, tinggi sama berat. Kalau jatuh tu motosikal, kalau kau mau reverse, itulah Ichiban's scary, let me say. Ooh, very nice view. Okay, Ref match. Woo! Okay, now I'm beginning to feel dia punya weight sudah. Okay, as we go up the hills begini kan, dia memang needs more power to tarik itself up lah. Okay, dia punya tire dimension is the same as saya pakai motosikal, 100 depan, 130 belakang. We have arrived in Mushroom Cafe. So yang bikin menakutkan, dia punya jalan satu kali naik saja. Wow, macam I'm on the stairway to heaven. Okay, so di depan saya adalah Mr. Randy. Woohoo! Oh, dia punya parking lot cantik kok. Wow, does it look like a mushroom to you? Saya tidak tahu lah, tapi saya tahu ini tempat memang cantik, sangat besar. Kalau kamu mau konvoy sini boleh muat 60 motosikal, saya rasa. So why not come here? And then later kita buat taste test makanan dia, mana tahu sedap kan? My bike is so beautiful. Tapi ini hari Mr. Andy punya bike lagi cantik dari saya punya, so I don't know lah. So sad. I'll see you guys inside. So ini dia punya mie goreng. So I'm not going to be a food blogger yang makan semua barang di dunia. Saya kasih kau review satu saja cukup lah kan. Kalau satu sedap, semua sedap lah kan. Kan? Okay, so let's eat. Okay, so guys, first bite lah. So we prepare dulu. Okay. So unsurprisingly, dia ada pakai mushroom di dalam. Kinda nice. Chicken is very tender.
Tapi itu saja. Dia tiada Chinese, kita cakap wok hei lah. Kurang sikit. But overall, not bad. Because normally kalau nampak noodles begini kan, kau akan nampak macam tiada rasa atau dia punya rasa telur terlampau kuat. Nah, you don't get that here. Dia punya mushroom sudah cover everything. Nice. Bawalah konvoy kau datang sini. Now. Tengok ni guys, baru duduk 5 minit saja kabus sudah keluar. Hello dudes, how are you guys? So kita baru habis makan the food of Mushroom Cafe. How was it?
It's okay. 1 out of 10, I would give it a 7.
7 out of 10. Okay. So 7 out of 10. Kalau rasa next time kau bawa kawan, worth it ke tidak?
I would say it's worth it lah, because the view, the weather, the temperature here is awesome.
Anyway, life is short. So, Mr. Andy, why did you pick the Classic 650? Itu saja saya mau tanya. Why?
Cool. Alright, let's put it this way lah. Once upon a time,
Kita dengar cerita once
in
upon
a
a time.
long country lah, UK. That was in 1901. That was the first bike was built. That's the classic series, for Royal Enfield. My first bike for Royal Enfield I bought was the Classic 350. I like the design, that classic look, So after riding the 350 for a while, dia ada power.
Dia ada power, dia bilang.
Bukit Kimanis 3 hari baru saya sampai atas. Kau tahu.
Alamak. Okay. So sorry. So I decided after a while, I've tested a lot of bikes and everything, and I still come back to the classic. So that's where I decided to, terus kasih naik P650 ya.
just go up to 650, and I didn't regret it.
Betul.
It was good. It was
So
nice.
tadi saya punya experience naik dia punya motor, the Classic 650. What is the color name sudah yang cermin-cermin tu?
Black chrome.
Black chrome.
Yeah, black
Okay.
chrome.
So dia punya number one phobia is what?
Fingerprint magnet.
Okay. So tadi when Mr. Andy isi minyak, dia punya minyak ada tertumpah sikit saja. And then dia punya tank terus ada watermark sudah. OMG. But yes, dia punya bike punya number one phobia is
Fingerprint magnet. The height wise, nasib saya bukan pindik lah kan sikit.
Jual diri.
Kaki saya masih boleh sampai lah.
Jual diri.
Tapi kan, it's a bit higher than the Classic 350. I tested Max bike. It was more into sport edition lah, bukan untuk orang tua macam saya.
Now, if you guys don't know, Mr. Andy here, walaupun dia nampak macam somebody who's in their 40s, how old are you again?
51 this October.
Okay, kau tidak payah, you tidak payah risau. Come on, man. You don't look a day over 40. Okay? You don't look a day over 40.
Thank you for that.
And dia punya secret is, what would be your secret, sir? Share ba? Orang mau tahu nih, kenapa kau look young, so young? Kau duduk atas Classic 650 pun kau tidak nampak klasik. Bike yang klasik.
Alam, kasihan tuh bike ya.
Yeah, share your secret.
Training, fitness training. I do martial arts. I specialize in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Been doing that since 2007.
Wow.
Has been a while.
2007 is not 19 years.
Yeah, but so.
Oh, 19 tahun BJJ.
But before that, I've been doing a lot of other martial arts, for striking, boxing, and then slowly, from BJJ, I ventured into MMA. So, we do a lot of things, experiment, kontolan. So I think that's where my fitness regime comes in. And, jaga makan, yang sejuk di ais, punya tempat ada ais-ais ni, sejuk-sejuk.
Yang paling penting punya question is, do you still minum?
Occasionally,
Occasionally lah, but not
Occasionally.
how many times a week?
hari-hari. Dulu. Sekarang.
Occasionally, hari-hari. What the fuck?
Maybe a few cans during the weekend.
You guys during weekend.
Yeah.
No smoking, eh?
I don't smoke.
You don't smoke. So I'm pretty sure it boils down to no smoking, a little bit of drinking, and a lot of exercise lah. And like martial arts,
yeah.
keeping fit. So guys, senang saja. Okay. So actually, Mr. Andy here is still teaching BJJ, kan?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you want to look as young as he is, sebelum kamu sampai 50, jangan kau sampai 50 baru kau start. Okay, sebelum kau sampai 50, you better look for him. Okay, I will put. Can I put your contact for people to contact you?
Yeah,
Join your class?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yes.
Not a problem. Just look for me.
Actually, saya kena invite lah pergi kelas dia kan. Dia mau kasih KO saya. God damn.
Wait for that video.
I don't want to die. But yeah, that's why tadi kan saya bawa dia punya bike. Saya takut betul ni kalau saya kasih jatuh kan saya mati sudah ni. Pernah MMA, pernah BJJ. I don't want to touch this man.
Not that cruel lah.
Kalau saya duduk pun saya tidak mau terlalu dekat. I'm scared of this guy. I'm scared. Alright, Mr. Andy, I thank you so much for sharing
You're
your
welcome.
thoughts. I'm pretty sure the classic 350 mana sudah tu, but
With another dude, a German guy.
sudah jual.
Nama dia pun Max juga.
Oh shit. See, all Maxes have good taste. Kita suka ride Enfield ya. Okay. So to classic 350 sudah jual.
Yes.
Understand.
It's
You
in
have-
good hands actually.
Understand.
Very good hand.
You have no regrets on the classic 650 at all, tidak?
No regrets. Tu saya 3 hari mau naik Manis.
Well, without further ado, let's go.
12 seconds later.
So terpaksa kita chill lagi di tempat cendawan ini. And then the temperature is quite nice. Saya rasa is around macam aircon sudah ni kan 18-20 sudah kan.
Baru 15.
15. Mati. Shit. Kau tidak pakai jaket kencing keluar habis.
2 hours later.
So people, presenting to you here is the classic 650. So basically, just to sum it up, ni motorcycle is actually the classic 350 I will show you now. Tapi with an engine from the 650 lineup, so sekarang dia punya horsepower is more than double, 47 horsepower, 53 Newton meters of torque, which is the same spec as the Interceptor. But when you look at these two bikes side by side, you'll see the difference. Okay, first of all, dia punya design memang kau nampak dia punya seat swoops down instead of straight, and then dia punya headlight assembly is one piece instead of separate. So mine it looks more like a roadster yang dulu-dulu macam Triumph begitu punya inspiration lah. Tapi ini pula dia nampak betul-betul klasik punya design. Cuma dia kasih buang engine 650 je dalam. Huja! And then directly gain around 30 plus horsepower, I would say. 30 horsepower, and then the torque naik sudah habis. So saya pernah bawa 350. Tadi Andy pun cakap dia pernah bawa 350. Itu naik manis, ada susah sikit. This one tadi kita naik memang santai saja. Okay, cuma satu saja. Dia punya barang ni, dia punya motosikal punya banan actually kind of heavy, around 240 plus. So masa kau naik gunung kan, kau akan rasa dia acceleration slower than itu. Tapi apa yang dia ada, because dia berat, dia rasa lagi stable. Cuma dia punya shocks ni, first kau duduk atas kau akan rasa dia keras, but every single time kau hit a bump kan, because ini bike punya stability, the bump macam dia hilang, dia melt away. Okay, so dia punya design bukan saja premium, dia punya looks bukan saja cantik, dia punya ride quality is perfection. Tapi naik gunung acceleration memang tidak boleh compare dengan dia punya sporty cousin, the Interceptor lah. Okay? So kalau kamu mau satu cruiser, tapi kalau tidak mau terlampau American punya design like the Super Meteor 650, you have an option to go with a classic 650. Look at how beautiful it is. Kalau next time kamu join Gentleman's Ride, you know you look the handsomest lah. Come on. My goodness, tidak payah kau buat apa-apa, kau beli, kau ride saja. Compared to my bike, nampak actually ada juga dia punya aggressiveness untuk kamu ride fast. Tapi this one, kalau kamu ride fast tiba-tiba, people will be unexpected like, oh, what the hell? What is that? Why so nice? Why so chrome? Why so blinding? Itu sajalah. You just have to remember that this motorcycle memang phobia dia air. And kau tembak aku cacat. God damn! Okay. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to follow behind Mr. Andy as he bawa dia punya motosikal. Saya akan cucuk satu mic di buntut dia supaya kita boleh dengar exhaust dia and kita view ni motor dari belakang dia. So, shall we? Let's go! Damn, would you have a look of how beautiful these two bikes is? God damn! So cantik! Anyway, so sekarang saya akan follow behind sudah. Ini motosikal yang paling cantik di dunia. Saya punya rank 2 lah. Okay. Now let's go. Oh my god, seat basah. Oh my god, my ass is wet. You will hear his exhaust note and not mine, ah. Tengok bah, keke punya kecantikan ni. OMG. Foggy saja. Ini sajalah, ada menakutkan sikit. Downhill ni kalau kena sikit gravel saja, low side ni directly. Let's go! Dia punya motosikal ni, kau ikut belakang pun kau rasa cantik. Exhaust satu kiri, satu kanan. OMG. Oh, I'm freezing. Sejuk gila. Our original plan actually kan is to naik sampai Gunung Alap lah. Tapi itu sejalan, tiba-tiba cuaca begitu cantik kan, terpaksa kita cancel. Kau nampak gegar-gegar tu actually bukan tu motosikal yang gegar. Saya sangat sejuk. So after a very chillaxing 40 minutes yang basah, kering balik, basah, kering balik, we have finally arrived at Plaza Kivatu 99 Speed Mart. This is kita punya ending point for every episode of Ride with Maxu sudah. So, how did you feel, Mr. Andy?
Wet undies.
Gila, dia macam
Good ride.
dia macam flirting ni, dia bilang wet undies. Oh, but this is a kid friendly channel, okay? Kid friendly, alright? So mana tahu itu kid grow up kan, jangan kau kasih tahu dia wet undies please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hujan ba, hujan.
Hujan ba.
Was a bad.
It was a bad weather, okay? So that's why we all have wet undies. Anyways, it was a good ride. Tadi saya nampak dari belakang dia punya motor pun sangat seksi. Right? Tapi itu saya rasa kau punya tayar belakang terlalu kecil lah.
Itulah itu. Apa ini?
Dari depan saya nampak tu motor macam gagah, macam like tough. Tapi dari belakang 140 saya rasa macam tidak cukup ni dia punya tayar.
Tiada leg day, begitulah itu motor.
Mana boleh tidak like deh? Hah? Nanti ada chest, tapi itu kaki macam chopstick. So saya rasa 150 lah kan?
150.
Okay. Nanti dia upgrade sudah 150. Saya buat lagi video kasih tunjuk kamu guys. But today, thank you very much, Mr. Andy. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure. Thanks to you too.
Alright. See, this is what a gentleman looks like. He talks like he's flirting with you all the time. Okay? Siapa yang jatuh cinta kasih DM, okay? Nanti saya kasih tunjuk bini dia. Okay guys, see you next time on the next episode. Saya rasa saya akan kena choke out by Mr. Andy. See you until then. Thank you. Maxu out. See ya. Yee!